We're doing it. Perfect. Done. I got to be way over here. I'm used to doing the camera over here. All right. Step one. It's an in tight. Hope you don't mind the face. It's in tight down here. Ryan, we're thing one. Opening a tiki bar. Perfect. Only one in New York. Also on the show today, Ryan. We had a little bit of a policy and then maybe a walk back after a social media outcry. So good. That's good. I think it's good. Trans suicide bombers. We're going to talk about the trans suicide bombers, Ryan. This is holy shit. Yikes. Elon Musk, Grok is now doing AI porn.
Yes, bitch. Show me you can't show me a robot killing another robot though.
Can't say retard on X, but holy shit, if you want to draw AI porn, we got you covered. World Economic Forum. They left our sites, Ryan. They are now back in our sites. Very much our eyesights, not our gun sites, for the record, YouTube. Digital IDs as part of that, and free speech / no free speech, according to Germans. And speaking of AI porn, real porn, gross, girl turned 18, made a shit pile of money on OnlyFans. We're going to talk about all this, Ryan, and more. What would you like to start with today?
Tiki bar.
You want to start with the tiki? We just talked the tiki bar off camera. You want to talk tiki bar on camera?
All I can think about, David, is tiki bar. I would like to talk about Gronk and their fake porn.
I would like to train whoever runs your tiki bar. I don't know anything about restaurants, but I know how to manage people.
I know
whoever manages the restaurant.
I know a guy that I would manage a restaurant. I'd take him from another restaurant. The Gronk porn.
You want to do AI Grok porn? So this was posted by Elon Musk. So Elon Musk clearly is proud of this, I guess.
Yanking his.
I know Elon's kind of a troll, so I get it. Like maybe this is just a little bit of Elon trolling, perhaps. Where is it?
I don't think he's a troll, guys. I think he believes it.
It depends. I think it depends on what we're talking about. Because there's some stuff that I just absolutely think he's trolling right now. I don't think this is trolling. I think this is Elon's kind of a dork, and I think this is here's Elon proud about his AI. You could say it's not porn. I get it, but let's be honest. It's going to be AI porn. It's like it's actually pretty good. It's gross. It's weird. Like it's weird. Like it's not real, but it feels real, but it isn't real. I hate it.
How close are we from telling reality from not reality, David? I am so sick and tired. Oh, there is forest fires going on in Canada, David. David, there's literally smog in Buffalo. The air quality, the forest fires are back. The sun was red today.
I was going to say, is it from forest fires again, or is it like pollution?
I don't like this.
Like Toronto.
In St. Catharines.
Right across the lake.
So it's like kind of close to Buffalo. But dude, the sun, I woke up to a red sun, dude. It changes people. Dude, it changes. The sun's color changed people.
Well,
I'm telling you. The wavelength of the sun.
I see we talked about this before. Is it the red sun in Superman, or was it two suns? I couldn't remember.
Two suns is Tatooine from Star Wars. Red sun is Star Wars.
Okay.
Star Wars. I'm sorry. Superman loses his powers with red sun.
He loses his power with red sun. So did a bunch of people today lose their powers?
Yeah, Krypton, where he comes from, they have a red sun there. Yeah, before it's destroyed. So the people there, they really can't fly, or they're strong and stuff, but they don't have all of his abilities. When he comes to Earth, the yellow sun, like it does biology nerd comic book stuff.
It does fake biology to him.
He's a Jew, though.
Wait, hold on. What does the red sun have to do with the AI porn?
I just had it notarized because I looked outside. I was like, "Why is it so cloudy? I can't see the chemtrails." And then I forgot that there's
Ryan.
The AI porn. Oh, sorry, David.
Squirreling me. Hold on,
How
I gotta
close are
point
we?
at you like this. You're squirreling me, Ryan.
That's what I do, Dave. Tiki bar. Yeah, AI porn is weird, dude. I mean, because let's be honest, what's going to be the thing that ropes everybody into fucking virtual reality? Just like robots. I make jokes about the fuck robots, but what do you think's going to accelerate the development of fuck robots other than the military, David?
Well,
There's fuck you robots and fucking robots.
If you do believe prostitution is the world's oldest profession, Ryan, then naturally, what's the evolution of all this technology? It's prostitution.
Prostitution and murder, David.
AI porn, robo sluts. It's all very real. Sluts. It's all coming.
Slutty clankers, David. Can you imagine you pull up to a truck stop and there's just like old used up map books like they rebuilt themselves and repurposed and they're like these sex robots, dude, made out of recycled iPhones.
But they don't
fuck recycled iPhone. Oh my god, my first iPhone! I get to go fuck it again, David.
But they don't get pregnant, Ryan.
They never infinite pregnant.
Well, they can't.
They steal your data, David. Literally stealing your data. What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. They don't.
Dave, for all I know, they'll tell me to fuck the robot to fight climate change, and they'll like zap my semen. If my dick even works in 2050 with all the fucking smog, goddamn dragons in the air, apparently. Just none of it makes sense. Dave, I've lived in Buffalo 30 years, 33 years here, 31 years technically. Never forest fires my whole life. The last 2 years, forest fires. Coincidentally, with the space laser.
The forest fires were so bad. Was it last year or 2 years ago? Literally Pennsylvania, like the skies were just smoke. Like the sun didn't come through because the fires were so bad.
Yeah. Dude, the sun was fucking... Dude, I'm talking red. Like fucking red, dude. Like as red as your flag. Like what the fuck has got to be in the air to see the sun red?
Do you think it's like a something is filtering certain light out or something?
100%. I mean, when you think about it, in essence, when you look through our air, it's not like clean air. You're basically looking through
like certain different lights.
A very clean, dirty
right?
fucking bowl. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So like maybe some wavelengths are longer and they penetrate better. So like when the visibility isn't good, maybe certain colors come through differently. I don't know.
Well, the idea is the sun's color is not technically going to change from where I am. So
the color doesn't change, but your view of the color changes.
What changed the view of the color though was the stuff in between my eye and the light that's
what I'm saying,
creating
like the visibility
color.
changes,
yeah.
So certain colors.
So whatever that particle is in there, and if they're saying it's carbon dioxide and all these other things, for all I know, when you hit those molecules with visible light, they may change to that color. I don't really know. If enough let's say not that it would be conducive to health or whatever, but maybe if there was double the carbon dioxide in the air naturally, the sun would always look red. I don't really know.
Hey, look at this. Within the visible range of light, red light waves are scattered the least by atmospheric gas. So that's why sometimes they can look red, because if there's basically what I just said. Neat.
Wait, it's because it's cleaner air or dirty?
FBI raid. I love the fact that this person's YouTube thing is human. That seems legit. Definitely a human. Okay, human. Let's see what human says. A people whom God cursed for breaking their covenant, and for this reason they became hardened in heart, killed their prophets, and now they commit every crime, especially infanticide. Human posted that 3 times. Super cool, human.
What proverb is that's got to be in the Bible? Look it up. Can you copy paste that?
I could probably copy paste it. What if I just ask human? Wait, maybe I can't copy paste. Whoa! Hey, I just posted it up on the thing.
Yo, he has a Palestinian flag in his profile.
Can you see that?
I'm on his. I went to his YouTube profile.
You're fucking live, like researching this guy. It's
Oh,
human.
I am.
Just leave
Joined
human alone.
July 26, 2024. Dave Roz 57 is his ad handle.
Human. Is he human though? That's the real question.
I don't know. He's got a cartoon for a picture, so I don't know.
Well, so do we. To be fair, I don't.
I mean, it's an artistic rendition of reality, David.
Ours. You could use those words. You could also say human. It's a cartoon. Ryan.
It is kind of dope. It is kind of dope, Dave. We're at the level now that we get spam from pro-Palestinian people.
Well, from humans though. From humans.
Definitely not bots.
To the pro-Palestinian, hang on. You're gonna like some of this episode. But holy shit. Speaking of AI porn, let's talk about things worse than AI porn. I don't know who this person is, full disclosure. I don't follow any of this shit. But this popped into my feed, and apparently her name's Lil Tay. She launched an OnlyFans on her 18th birthday. On her birthday. The day she turned 18. And made over $1 million in 3 hours.
She used to be a kid's TikToker. She's a kid's TikToker.
She was a kid's TikToker?
When she was like 15. The long game on this one. Well, naturally, David, when you're a content creator at a young age, what other content can you create by the time you turn 18, David? But take your clothes off.
This is public social media grooming. Like,
yes.
And we talked about
this. Do you think that girl was only popular, David, because men knew that they could get her to take her clothes off one day?
Well, you got to think there was that portion of her base. You just have to think that existed. Now we talked about this a little bit.
How much money? How much?
Over $1 million in 3 hours.
Okay, so $1 million worth of her audience were waiting.
Yeah, I mean, however many that is. But we talked about this a little bit when what the fuck's her name? Bad baby or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Catch Me Outside girl, right? She did the same thing when she turned 18. She started OnlyFans, made a shit pile of money in literally a month. It was disgusting, but it all amounts to the same thing, which is there are a subset of people. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all the people. Some people might have just been gross OnlyFans people and stumbled into this girl, whatever. But there is a subset of those people, and it's probably a large amount, who watched her when she was 15, 16, 17 and went, wait. And the day she turned 18, they were waiting. That means there were people watching her when she was 16 on TikTok thinking, oh, I can't wait to see her naked. That is pedophile behavior. That is grooming behavior. Just because they didn't act on it or they didn't have the opportunity to act on it does not mean they're not pedophiles. They, in their own mind, were grooming this person. They, in their own mind, were waiting until she turned 18.
Dude, what's it say about our culture that a girl feels comfortable doing this, and then she's like basically gonna brag about being a millionaire?
Well, that's absolutely a problem. But what else does it say about our culture that people are openly? There's men who are openly waiting for this.
When Satan runs the world, David, everything is upside down. We are raising fucking people want to fuck kids and not fuck women. Like grown women, beautiful women.
And the internet is full of justification, self-justification, self-righteousness.
And 59% of that is bot behavior, David. 51% of that's bot behavior. So we have bots feeding pedophiles.
The bots waited until she was 18,
behavior is being groomed through AI technology, which has been proven. Google can fucking sway your opinion at a political level. 3 points, David. We covered it during the election cycle. They bragged about change statistically. What can they do with AI chatbots on a fucking TikTok girl for 3 years if you watch every day? Because you're just waiting.
That's crazy. So she started doing TikToks when she was 15. That's fucking crazy. And you know what's crazy? There were like, here's how this went down. It was men with daughters, which makes it extra gross, who watched this girl when she was 15. And they were like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's kind of funny, whatever. And like as time goes on, they're like slowly watching her grow. And like then they're like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
this is like the dad that fucks the friends of his daughter. The same gross shit, dude.
For the record,
you're a teacher, you fuck your students.
I'm going to
You
say
grow them
this.
up and fuck your students.
I'm going to say this. There are fine lines and there are certain things that are acceptable and unacceptable, for the record. But some of these people being 30, 40-year-old men and watching this girl go from 15 to 18 and the day she turns 18 thinking jackpot, that's gross. Are there going to be situations where a 30-year-old meets a 19-year-old and whatever? It's a little different. They didn't watch them grow from a child. I think that's, I don't know if that's a differentiation, if that's what makes it gross to me. I'm trying to like think what makes it specifically gross. I think that's what it is. I think it's like when you watch a child become an adult and it's like the second she's legal, then it's like a big joke. Who's she legal now? I get it.
No longer jailbait or something, right?
Yeah, right. I feel like that's the stipulation. Maybe I'm wrong. Does that sound right to you? Like specific. Here's because we have to find lines, right? So like, 25-year-old dates an 18-year-old. Do you think it's gross?
No, I don't know.
25-year-old. Okay, let's play it differently. 23-year-old met a 15-year-old and then dates her when she's 18.
I don't know, Dave. At some point, you got to think. It's weird because we all have the same information,
Which is
and
lack of information, in my opinion.
yeah, and it is odd. I've been what I kind of learned, like it was like when I went to the daddy daughter dance a couple years in a row, and like you can tell, like I have a like my daughter's getting older. I can just tell. I grew up with sisters. Like hormones change people, and
Sure,
like
for sure.
and it's kind of like I kind of understand why we just give a number and leave it go. Like really, like you can drive at 16. Like should everybody drive at 16? No, but like
That is
I
this is
guess 16 works. I guess like military 18, like should like a 22-year-old is probably perfect, but like 18, you'll be a hell of a 22-year-old soldier if you make it. And then it's even like to go further in your job or drinking or like the idea that you're 21 and never drank before and you go to a bar for the first time to drink is kind of odd, right? Like in my mind, because like maybe I was
a,
raised different.
a lot of people I know stopped drinking before they became legal to drink.
Pretty much. Or by the time that you could go out and drink, you already drank enough that it was like,
That
I'm
is an
gonna go meet
interesting
up.
aspect too, because we built society off of these like generally averagely accepted numbers, and it's
That you left alone after. It was like you basically
sure.
just built a fence and you just had to get old enough or have enough money or enough education. You climb the fence and you're in the next layer of fence. I don't know. And you're like kind of, all right, I'm 18. I told my little brother when I was coming up, it was real easy, dude. You got a job, you got a car, you finish high school, you got a girlfriend, and then you move out. Like that was kind of like everybody kind of knew that. And then you can throw college in and stuff. When we got older, they talked and you learn a little. So that was kind of like mini formula, and now we don't have that because you can take your clothes off before you leave high school. Because let's be honest, there's 18-year-old girls in high school right now seeing this. Why the fuck am I in high school if I could be a millionaire? They probably think that all the kids they go to school with will pay them.
Well, and I wouldn't say unfortunate, but the thing about that is the kids that go to high school with them don't have money to pay them. So who's going to end up paying them? The people they go to high schools with parents. Isn't that fucked up? Imagine that
Yeah, mom.
society.
Yeah, mom. Just give me this Visa Mastercard for $20 at Tops here.
That's not how it's going to go down. It's going to be the kid's dad.
Yeah, probably buying it and
There's
watching them with.
there's a real
Not actually with it, but you know what I mean. Like, oh, what are you buying? Oh, boys would be boys, and then he goes to bed, and then his dad's in there booting up the fucking VCR, dude.
there is a real issue in society today for sure, and it does stem from I've talked about this many times, and like I've said, maybe it's hypocritical because I'm not like a practicing, Christian or Catholic or anything, but there is a problem in society, and I think you can specifically point it to when society started to break away from its religious Christian roots.
Death of God, dude. Nietzsche said it, dude.
I don't think that's crazy to say.
If you
I
were to
think
type
the
in the
further
full
away you
quote,
get from God, the worse society gets. I think I could literally prove that.
you should ask Gronk, what did Nietzsche say about the death of God? Because there's like a whole statement. It's like when humans abandon their spiritual, like it's kind of short but beautiful. God is dead. We killed him. Something.
God is dead. Appears in the works the gay science. I don't see an actual quote though. God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him. How shall we comfort ourselves, the murderers of all murderers? What was holiest and mightiest of all that the world has yet owned has bled to death under our knives? Who will wipe this blood off of us?
And Jordan Peterson, I believe I heard him say one time that we've been trying to figure out how to wash the blood off for the rest of the collective of the 20th century. And he meant by the catastrophes of World War I and II, which is the worst atrocities to ever happen in the history of
The
humankind.
the
The
final line
most
is
amount of deaths.
that final line is crazy.
What?
Who will wipe the blood off of us? Because remember,
Because there's no God. We killed
because there's no
God, man.
God. Jesus died for our sins. There's no God. We killed God. So now who is to clean up our mess?
We killed his son and we killed his father. We killed our father. Yeah.
And this is what happens though. This is exactly what happens. This is why I very much, while not specifically being a practicing Catholic or Christian, right? This is why I emphasize the necessity of it in our society. This is why all good, just laws are based on religion and morality, and all unjust laws are not based on morality and religion. It's just
Well, Dave,
it's just the nature.
you're kind of describing what Peterson. I don't mean to do this again, but this is the guy changed my life, and I'll always accredit him to where it's due. But he always said when he would be asked about if he believed in God, I mean, up until very last few years, but I mean, when I first ran into him, 10 years ago, almost at this point, he would always say that I act as if God is real. And it wasn't like, oh, a bailout thing. He's like, no, when you look at the principles, they vary what you described about how we have these moral underlinings. And as long as we kind of adhere to the same kind of principles, we all kind of make out in the long run. We all get like 70% of what we want, kind of is. But yeah, who will wash off the blood, David? It's not going to be a robot.
Well, it's not going to be all the gross dudes on OnlyFans waiting for girls to turn 18. That's not going to happen. And it's not
Now
going
to
to be
go
Elon
further,
creating
to put these
gay AI porn for you.
to put these together, David, is this Elon's way to just get rid of OnlyFans?
Is if you wanted to give him that much credit, I guess you could. But is
I don't mean no. I mean to get the money, the ad revenue. That I mean it nefarious as well. But in reality, him being able to have an infinite generation of porn. There's no 18-year-old on Earth. It don't matter.
Well, for the record,
I can make
they're very much
unlimited 18-year-olds now. You can make unlimited 18-year-olds take off their clothes. It don't matter when you find them at 15 or 14. It don't fucking matter anymore. It literally doesn't matter because I now have the infinite probability machine. So I can even tell the AI, I want this girl's eyes, this girl's butt, this girl's boobs, this girl's arms, this girl's way. And you'll make a girl that doesn't even exist. You'll make the perfect woman out of women that you like. And I've said this for years with the men's movement, that the real problem with the way men feel is women will fucking literally be replaced by a robot and they don't even know it. They don't even know because the things men are making to replace you with are going to make such beautiful women that you won't want to leave the fucking house. And your Instagram feed will be flooded with it because those same models that the guys jerk off to are going to sell you beauty products. It's not going to be Beyonce. That's why these people are The reason all these people are getting rid of all these other things and focusing on a name and a brand is because with AI, there is no more like corporation. The only corporation is of one, is of you, is of self, is of unique, is of identity. And most people are not unique and have their own identity. So they're going to get swept up into the algorithm. But the people that monetize and quantify their life will stand out, like a Beyonce, I mean, you can go through the celebrities are easy, but I mean, even up and coming people. Building a business will not last. It will be building a brand that's based on a person. Like, you have to be your brand. December 1773 is a product of David and I. We are the brand, right? So like going forward, I say all that as a business way to look at OnlyFans. What this girl just did is a prime example. Do you think Elon Musk is going to let some dumb 18-year-old whore make $1 million and him have fucking nothing to do with it? I mean, serious question. You think that they want to empower the pros? The proletariats, isn't that what their class is or whatever? The elites, the ruling class, the bourgeoisie in fucking France. They know this. They know Elon has the best education. And he has the fucking highest version of Gronk. The Gronk I have is dated.
Super
The
Grok,
ChatGPT
Ryan.
I have is
Super Grok.
dated. He is what was it? Mecha Hitler Gronk. Okay,
Ryan.
he is the world decimation Gronk. Elon Musk can print out all the 18-year-olds he wants. This OnlyFans thing will die. This was talked about for years. We will watch it. We will watch this and it will be applauded as it should be. But what we're not understanding is we're giving up one sin to get all of the other sins. We're flooding blood with more blood, David. We're trying to unroulette the murder by killing more. We're bombing to stop bombing.
Well, you're only
War
killing
is
the bad.
peace, David.
Yeah.
War is peace.
Ryan, before we get into tranny suicide bombers, I may have kicked myself out of my old studio, Ryan.
Why, dude?
It's a long story.
The Black Squirrels.
Black Squirrel has to stay. So I got Black Squirrel. We got anti-racist baby. War is peace. Right there, 1984. Same stuff, just in a little bit of a different array. But
you got a ham radio? Is that ham radio, dude?
Dude, this is like symbolic, Ryan.
Why?
Because if you think about it, this movement started on AM.
You mean like you and I listening together on the radio?
Dude,
and you
the
listening
movement.
To talk.
Well, in general, like all of this, I say this in all seriousness. I don't think you can attribute any of this more to anyone other than like Rush Limbaugh is. Whether people agreed with him, disagreed with him, I know there's people in our space who didn't like him, whatever. You cannot find a single person who did more for what we're doing now. He was the literal foundation. And he made it in a space that didn't exist. He made it out of thin air. Didn't exist. There was nobody on AM radio. Are you kidding me? Prominent talk shows on AM radio? That didn't exist. I don't think you could point to one person and think they were more important to this here today. Now, not America, there were the founding fathers and things. He was the founding father of this, though. This specifically, this new age
political
media.
Commentary. Yeah,
he wasn't.
Yeah, well, what he was personalizing the news, right? He was like taking what he had in his education. Rush was famous. He like went to college for like a semester and dropped out or something. I know, and then he tried business. Like I've heard his story. And he would always like defend America, that it's not this evil place, and he would read stuff from the times of old and be like, look, man, like the shit's always been here. There's fucked up things, but yeah, David, he like took his personality and experience and made the news personable and like why you should care.
And for what it's worth, the guy wasn't perfect. I'm probably farther right than Rush Limbaugh was for all the shit he used to get. He was borderline. You could make an argument he was a borderline neocon. I'm just being honest. Like, but It doesn't erase all of the good that he did. There's plenty of stuff I could point to and be like, yeah, me and him definitely would not have gotten along on this.
The brown suit, David. The
I don't think
suit.
I don't think he would have been on our side with this with any of this Israel stuff that we talked
Israel.
about. I really don't. I think he would have been the pro-Israel crowd, and that's. But again, what he did was more important than any of those specifics. This doesn't exist without him. None of that exists. None of these new big name people. Crowder wouldn't exist. Fucking Dan Bongino show would have never got popular.
Ben Shapiro.
Trump would have never ran. I'm serious. Like none of this stuff would have happened. Shapiro, Patrick Bet David, wrote none of it. Rogan nothing. Nothing would have existed without him. That's how big and wide that impact was. And whatever, people can disagree with that, but I do truly believe that. New space. We still got Ron Swanson over the shoulder though. He's still hanging out. Just us to.
Are you in the living room now? Like what the fuck?
No, this is the basement.
How big? You have a fireplace in your basement?
Yeah, there's a fireplace in the basement.
But are you living in separate houses? Are you divorced?
No, it's the same house. It's just the basement. And trust me, it's not luxurious down here. Other than the fireplace,
it's just a fucking fireplace in your basement. It's not luxurious.
It could be luxurious, but it would take some. It would take some doing for sure.
Like an electrician, you sound very pompous right now in your fireplace.
I need more. Trust me, I need more than an electrician down here. This is a frame it out, and which who knows? Maybe I will do that. You can make a little room in here. You could definitely make a studio room. It doesn't need to be huge. I know about the dimensions I need. Maybe I'll do it, Ryan. Maybe I'll frame it out and make a studio room. Who knows?
I can frame out. I got the shit. I got to bring a hammer drill down. We can tat the concrete, David, for you.
I say we do it, Ryan. Let's build a studio here. A real Final Destination studio, because there's been a few moves. I'm over that. But yeah, that was just a quick studio show.
Tranny
suicide bombers, Ryan. This is one of the crazier things I've seen. This was real. I had to check if this was real. I didn't believe it at first, but this very much is real.
Welcome. Introduce yourself. Go ahead.
My name's Alex Stein. I'm considered one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. And one thing I want to say, a lot of people are going to hear my testimony.
First of all, I'm
way sexier than that guy.
I'm sorry, but the competition clearly is weak.
I'm way sexier than that guy.
That guy?
I'd argue RFK is more sexier than that guy.
RFK's ripped. RFK has a 28 pack and he's 80.
That guy self-proclaimed him handsome.
Fucking dork. Also, what's up with Captain Pink Hair right next to him? I'm not against colored hair or anything, but
say you're anti-LGBTQ. I want to say that's impossible because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So obviously I have a lot of gay pride, but a lot of conservatives like yourself, you want to outlaw transgenders and women's sports. I disagree. I like transgenders and women's sports because you can gamble on them and win money. I won so much money on Leah Thomas's propeller in that pool. I almost turned draft kings, into draft queens.
Okay. He's trying really hard to be funny for the record. He's trying way too hard to be funny. So he claims to be the sexiest man in conservative politics or media or whatever the fuck he claimed. And then he backs it up with ultimate dorky attitude. Let's go on.
And, I actually like transgenders in the military too, because first of all, transgenders are some of the meanest people on planet Earth. So they make a good soldier, don't you think? And then, second of all, transgenders love to do mass shootings. So, that's perfect for a military veteran. And then on top of that, the suicide rate is incredibly high among transgender people. So we could just use them like the Taliban has suicide bombers. Maybe you guys can actually, if you commit suicide, actually help us in the battlefield. So that would be good. So I think we need trans.
This dude's out of his fucking mind. By the way, can we just focus? This guy's face right here, he looks so uncomfortable. He doesn't want to be here. I don't know who this guy is. He wants no part of this conversation.
I don't know who greenlit this, but it's a terrible idea.
This is fucking awful. I think he's attempting to be funny.
Yeah. Vine is coming back. Elon says Vine's coming back. Justin.
Is it?
Yeah,
this was too long to be a Vine cut. I think 6 seconds? Dude, Vine was shorter than TikTok's. That's crazy.
Can you imagine Vine porn?
Tranny suicide bombers. Yeah. I mean, could it work? Probably not.
This is stupid. It makes the movement look bad, and you're a retard for doing it. And you're not attractive. I know you're laughing, but you're a fucking dork. Fuck off. I'm so tired of people, David. I'm out here doing all the legwork for these people fighting. I heard a guy in public today loud enough talking about Epstein's list that it's fucked up and we should really get some in public, okay? I'm out here doing the Lord's bidding. I'm out here doing the fucking Lord's bidding, and these people are going to get up here and make a mockery of all the shit I say every week, every day. Joke. Fuck you. Tired of weak men, David. I may be the
I agree,
one.
and that stems back to that 18-year-olds making $1 million in 3 hours. That's specifically because of weak men. That's only allowed because of weak men. Because it's weak men who support that kind of thing. And those are the same people, for the record, that go out and rape people. Can we just be clear? It's the same. I'm not saying they're specifically the same people. I'm saying the character type, the emotional ability, like those are the people who are most susceptible to raping people.
Hyperfixation on one person.
Yeah, just all the same characteristics, all the same character traits. Those are the people who rape people. The people who go on OnlyFans are the people who rape people. Oh, people who go on OnlyFans are rapists. That's what I'm saying. That's specifically what I'm saying.
You're saying this is anecdotal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it statistical? I don't know. Maybe there's a statistical something there.
Did you ever hear the statistic about how like rough sex as a search category has gone up dramatically over the years?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure if you were to dig into like the trending things or the things people search, it would probably make us sick. And like
Pornhub release it.
Right, like whatever. Like we're not saying this as prudes. We're saying like you really have to
Human
think
psychology is dark.
Exactly.
Be careful when you stare into the void, David, for the void stares back.
Ryan, who will wash the blood off of us? Do you?
My God, David killed him.
Do you want to talk about Israel?
Shopping carts.
Shopping carts?
I have a shopping cart story at the end of the podcast.
Okay. We can certainly talk about shopping carts. You know who made shopping carts, Ryan? The Jews. I don't think that's true. Although the Aldi ones for sure, because they make you give you a quarter if you don't.
They give you your quarter back.
That's I think that's Jewish behavior. Ryan, do you want to talk about Jewish shopping carts, or do you want to talk about World Economic Forum? I got 2 World Economic Forum clips.
We'll do the globalist, David.
Okay, it's two separate clips, both World Economic Forums.
You want to run them together, one and then one?
They're kind of unrelated, but well, let's just see how this goes. This is, I think this is, well, I don't know specifically. He's a German. Let's just play it, Ryan, because it's interesting because he's trying to describe how they have free speech right up into the point when he describes they don't have free speech, which we've said this forever. Like, if you want to talk about literal free speech, it exists in one place. It's the United States. Here we go.
On the question of the dealing of Elon Musk, I had a lot of things to comment in the past because he was discussing a lot about Europe. And just to repeat what I already said, we have the freedom of speech in Europe, and in Germany, everyone can say what he wants, even if he is a billionaire. And what we do not accept is if this is supporting extreme right positions. And that is what I would like to repeat again.
Zifir?
Zifir is, I don't know if this is an older clip. Didn't Klaus Schwab die?
Yeah.
I think he did. This must be an older clip. Yes. In Germany, we have the free speech, except if you're on the right, is really what he said. That's not free speech. If you're selective in who's allowed to have free speech, that by definition isn't free speech. This is I think it says the Queen of the Netherlands, but to be honest with you, I didn't know the Netherlands had a queen. Am I missing out on something? Is the Netherlands a monarch?
Ceremonial, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's all symbolic, of course. Ben Shapiro would be very sure to remind everyone that it's only symbolism, and definitely money and power can't influence politics.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to go exchange baseball cards with the Pope.
Fucking
just symbolically.
dork. That was the worst out of all the things he said. And he said some shit. Claiming the Queen in England when she died had no power and that it was all symbolic is probably the stupidest shit I've ever heard him say. Do rich millionaires and billionaires here have a say in our politics? You think that stops at our borders? The Queen, the monarch in England, has no say in their politics. It's all symbolism. Fucking dork.
Yeah, it's just ceremonial, David. It's just all, I got a pen and a phone, it's just ceremony.
Fucking dork. Dude, the Queen
Is it ceremonial when you're melting off the fucking bodies of Palestinians because you want some land there, Ben Shapiro?
Well, symbolically, of course, right?
Symbolically murdering people in fucking hospitals and churches and schools and synagogues or whatever the fuck. What is I know this. Imam, that's the person. Mosque, there it is.
Queen of Denmark, Ryan. Netherlands.
When I started this job, there were actually very little countries in Africa or Latin America that had one ubiquitous type of ID, and certainly that it was digital, and certainly that it was biometric. And we really work with all.
Okay, just to really set it, she talks quickly and she has a weird Netherlandic accent. Made that up. She's talking about other nations having a digital biometric identification, like government,
like retinal scans and thumbprint scans and
100%.
Our partners to actually help that being, to grow this. And the interesting part of it is that, yes, it is very necessary for financial services, but not only. Sure. It's also good for school enrollment. It's also good for health, who actually got a vaccination or not. It's very good to get your subsidies, from the government.
Good old subsidies, got to factor those in, Dave. It can't give me economy, but you can give me money.
Gotta have a
can't give me a job.
Nice social
can't give me a job.
Credit score, Ryan.
Yep, can't give me a job, but you can give me money to go buy bread. I wouldn't need to buy bread with you if I had a job to buy my own bread. Well, God forbid I open a farm, David, and just grow some fucking bread like my ancestors, but Bill Gates owns all the land, so I can't even do that anymore. I'd hunt and fish, David, but I need a hunting license, and I don't have any money for the hunting and fishing license, so I guess I have to get my subsidy. I don't have a firearm, so I can't shoot the animal anyways. But the Second Amendment's just for hunting, David, clearly.
If I was in the Netherlands and I had free speech, I would speak out against this woman.
Yep, social cred score.
Well, what would I be afraid of, Ryan? I'm sure her being a queen is just symbolic as she speaks at the World Economic Forum.
About scanning everybody's eyeball.
Yeah, we need biometrics so I can check if you're vaccinated for school and subsidies.
With all of the things that we've seen with hacking and fucking forgetting a software update, we're just going to keep putting all of our stuff in there. That's one. That's just like... Two, does no one think that no database or no one person or no one anything should have access to everybody's eyeballs information? Does nobody actually think that nobody should? I don't think anybody should possess that power. I truly don't. Now, granted, I'm operating on a system that is operated with that very model that one person basically somewhere, there's somebody at Apple that has all the power. It might be 23.9% of the company, but
it's in the cloud, Ryan.
Surely, just the cloud that we all share, David. There's nobody at the cloud entrance and exit allowing information to pass through it ubiquitously.
No, it's in the cloud.
I'm sick and tired of it. These people literally they want to hoard our information. I guarantee you her shit is not in that fucking database.
Well, she's got to have a digital biometric ID, right?
For what? For
well,
what? Because nobody knows who she is.
Well,
because nobody knows who the queen is of the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I'm sure she scans her ID badge when she wakes up every day as the fucking queen, right, David? I'm sure they run her social credit score when she fucking wakes up.
You think she gets subsidies, Ryan?
Her whole life is subsidies. The whole thing is subsidized by people that get subsidies. This is one thing that never made sense about socialism. I'm supposed to go to work to pay taxes for the system that's going to pay me to pay my job to pay me. Wait, what? How can you tax somebody to pay for the government if I have a government job? It's like triple taxing. Do you understand what I'm saying? If I work for the government, you tax me. It's the government taxing and paying itself.
Yeah, a little bit. But they pay less than they make, Ryan, so,
I receive less than I make, David, because, that's what good little conquerors would do to keep you a nice little slave. All those people that are the most disenfranchised people that have nothing to lose, David. Look, the people at the bottom have nothing to lose, and they are the ones fully capable of revolting and changing the system overnight. The thing is they're so content with their cigarettes and beer, with their lottery and football, just like Orwell said in 1984.
Their
powers in the pros.
Circus and bread.
Let them eat cake. They gave cake. They gave us cake.
This is why we always talk about speaking and learning and knowing history, politics, and religion, because it all recycles. Once you learn old politics, the history of it, you know new politics and you know what's coming next because you've watched it happen. It's happened over and over and over and over again throughout history.
And there's people that have studied it. And then you don't study those people, but the people you study and you read them, when you bring them up in a modern context, you say that they're flawed individuals or were rapists or they're just dumb or they're undereducated.
They're all people. They're people.
Or they're not one of the Nobel Peace Prize winning scientists that you fucking handpicked for your fucking global climate summit, you pieces of shit.
But what they are is people. They're all that is what they are, Ryan. They're flawed because they're people.
Well, Dave, what that is, this whole thing about ripping down people, your idols, like Hulk Hogan got it this week. It's people's shadows.
He said racist stuff.
It's people's shadows. It's the fact that Hulk, you put your idol on a pedestal, and when you realized he wasn't on the pedestal, you're like, fuck, dude, I was lied to. No, you weren't lied to. They're people. And you don't realize that your idols are people too that do bad things too, because in your mind, they're above you. But in reality, everybody's the fucking same.
I wonder if that's like a coping mechanism, right?
It's 100% a coping mechanism.
I'll
just give up.
Well, this guy is he's a superhuman freak athlete, and it's yeah, but he was literally born a baby human like you were, and then he became a superhuman freak athlete. He worked to become a superhuman freak athlete.
It didn't happen by accident.
Hulk Hogan didn't come out of the womb fucking jacked with a fucking glorious
cocaine problem.
Right? He got to that point. How did he do it? He lifted a shitload of heavy weights.
But that's the thing. People's shadow, they're like, oh, he's all these things. But in reality, what it is they gave up their dreams to watch that guy follow theirs. And now that their dreams, which was in Hulk Hogan, that was, I always wanted to be a wrestler. That's why I like Hulk Hogan. He reminds me of my, right, shit. It's football. That's why people that can't play sports go watch sports. Because they're like, man, when I was younger, I wanted to be a pro football player. But well, go play a pickup game. But anyways, it's your shadow reflecting forward that they've obtained the thing you want, so you emulate it and you want to chase it. And I say that because I do the same thing. That's what this fucking podcast started as. It was me imitating the power that I wish I possessed, like Alex Jones. That guy literally got attacked by Hillary Clinton. They sued the guy to the GDP of a country for talking.
I got to tell you, too. I'm not a jealous person. Okay. I wish the best for everyone, and I want everyone to become successful in their lives, endeavors. That dork with the floofy hair that we watch talk, the fact that guy is famous really bothers me.
He sucked dick.
Not on a he's famous and I'm not level, on a he's famous period level. Could you imagine having that? You had time in the Senate talking to people who make laws.
And that's how you use your time.
And that was what you went down there with.
Did you
training suicide bombers. Are you fucking out of your mind?
Did you hear the thing that Tate had? He had a rant that talked about, he's like, I'm the only one telling you that it's all just a con job and you can be a main character. It's all a game.
I've heard similar stuff. He has a take. He disagrees with our take on World War III, Ryan, very much so. Because, well, let me say this. He doesn't view it as World War III. He views it as planned theatrics.
World War III is planned theatrics, dude.
Correct. So, and to that I say World War II was planned theatrics, and so was World War I and every other war that's ever existed.
Like, military strategy is literally planned deception with partial victories.
But he also put a little bit of I don't want to say like a Sandy Hook thing to it, but like he was going off like 50 missiles went into Israel and it blew up 4 apartment buildings or like 4 rooms in an apartment building. He's like, does that make sense to you?
Well, no boots on the ground except 4 officers, David.
Well, there's no boots on the ground except for these boots. Except for these boots over here, but don't worry about those boots, Ryan.
Well, and they got their replacement boots, so you got to times the boots by 2, and then they got mock boots, so it's actually times 3, David, and then their PPE.
Speaking of, I guess we can get into Israel now. Now, this has been reversed. We're going to talk about this. Earlier today, this was from 8 hours ago, Trump was planning to withhold disaster funding for states and cities who boycotted Israel. This came from Reuters. They have, like I said, they have reversed that policy. They took it down very quickly. Because there was and they were right. There was an uproar on social media over this, and it has come down. And it almost seems like one of those things where you float an idea, and then once it's met with like you just pull it back. And I think they did this a little bit with the oh man, what was it? It was the Department of it was like they were going to be in charge of censoring speech. I couldn't remember what the fuck it was called. It was basically the Ministry of Truth. I couldn't remember what the Department of Misinformation or some bullshit. And the whole thing rolled out, and everyone was like, "This is fucking crazy. This is literally the Ministry of Truth, 1984. Like, you guys are out of your fucking mind. There is no way you thought this was a good idea." And here comes Trump, America first, right? Hashtag America first. We're gonna withhold disaster funding for our own states and cities because they don't like another country. How the fuck do you justify that?
Space lasers. You fuck kids on an island. You fuck kids on an island and you phone call them, get a phone call once a week, like, Mr. Trump, it'd be a shame. It's the Israel Prime Minister over the week that you were sucking off at a private island.
There's another report that came out today related to Israel. Netanyahu, the government in Israel, unanimously voted to fire the attorney general who was prosecuting Netanyahu for corruption. Imagine that in our politics.
So the not corrupt president for life used people
Democratic
president for life, not corrupt, used people in the government
to fire the guy
guy that was investigating him for being corrupt,
mm-hmm.
and it not be corruption.
Well, that's it. That's your case. That's your case right there. Guilty. He's corrupt. Could you make a better case?
I mean, I don't know. Should I have been a lawyer, David, instead of a fucking construction worker?
We're not corrupt, and just to prove it, I'm going to fire you for investigating me for being corrupt.
Oh, you're checking to see if I'm corrupt, huh? I'm going to go talk to these guys that are in the different part of the fucking government, and they're going to fire you legally.
That is...
How many Jewish space leaders do they have? What do they have on all these people to get such levels of compliance, David?
I don't know, but that is a fucking wildly bold move there.
Is it all blackmail? Does this all really hinge on baby dicks, Dave? I'm fucking serious.
Well,
this
they
all
do
hinges
say,
on them
Ryan,
fucking kids.
They do say, and this is, of course,
Dave,
conspiracy theorists.
Dave, you ready? Full circle. Do we not care they're fucking kids because there's a certain demographic of our population waiting for everybody's daughter to turn 18 so that they can fuck them themselves because they're actually softcore pedophiles, little creepy fucks? And now that we got screened,
Ryan, they wait till they're 18. They
wait till they're 18.
Ryan.
But we're jealous, Dave. Those same people are jealous. They're jealous that the elites get to act out their fantasy, just like I said about Alex. We're jealous. Those people, those type of people, those type of people are jealous, and they're acting out. They're waiting. They can't act it out. That's why they support Trump. That's why they're okay with Epstein Island and keeping their fucking 401ks going.
Yeah, those people absolutely 100% without a doubt would have been on the plane if they had the opportunity to be on the plane. 100%. This is the thing that a lot of people in the red pill space talk about this, but a lot of people go like, well, I've never cheated on my wife, right? And their point is because you don't have a fucking chance to. You're a dork. You're a fucking dork. You have no shot. Of course you have.
If I had a red button right here and your wife would never find out if you were push it and you could cheat on her, would you?
This is the ultimate test, right? Red button, push it.
Most of them do actually.
She doesn't
find out.
What you see in
those same videos
in front of you. What are you doing?
Yep.
That's the life. That's the life that top tier people actually live, and those people get caught cheating. And it's not like I'm trying to justify that. Okay, if you're in a committed relationship, then be in a committed relationship. If you're not, then be in an open relationship. I don't really care what you do. Just fucking choose a lane and stick to it. But the point is, they get put in positions where that is a reality that other people don't get put in positions to, and those people judge them as if that person wouldn't have done the same fucking thing given the chance. You're not better than him. You're a dork.
You're not better than him. You're jealous that he's in a position that you'll never be in. Or you gave up on yourself chasing that thing that you wanted that would have made you feel just as powerful as the people that you idolize.
Can you believe, Ryan? Can you believe Bill Clinton got a blowy under his desk in the Oval Office? Meanwhile, says the guy waiting for the girl to turn 18 on OnlyFans.
While he's cheating on his wife, jerking his dick to porn.
I don't cheat on my wife.
Just the porn stars, David. Just all those porn stars I come to because your brain can't tell the difference between fucking imagination and reality. They got your dopamine all whopped out. Every time you come to a girl, you fucking bond with her, even if it's a fake image.
Do you bond with yourself if you masturbate?
How do you? How do you? How can you bond with yourself, David?
I love myself. Do they bond? Ryan, are they bonding with 15-year-old TikTokers when they jerk off to their OnlyFans page? She's 18 now.
David, who says they waited for the OnlyFans to jerk off? Who said they waited? Who said they waited? That's what's real gross. You don't even talk about the fact that you don't need explicit images to fantasize.
You can make them now, though, with Grok, thanks to Elon.
That's what I'm saying. Why do you think he made it?
Fucking dorks. Gross, pervy dorks.
Elon probably never fucked kids. He just flew to a place that you could fuck kids and it was legal. Like Brazil, you can get a 15-year-old prostitute. It's not illegal there, David. No morality there, right, David? It's not.
Well, that's why.
That's the laws of the country, David.
If you live within the rule of law and not in the rule of morality, you're going to be a shitbag.
Yes, David. And these wealthy people live that life. I can just go to Thailand on a Tuesday and be in Bangladesh on Wednesday.
Come on, Ryan. Leave the Thailand person out of this. She was probably legal.
With the lady boy. That guy will be back. What happened to Frozen Summer? Was that the dude? He was dope for a while.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%, Ryan. 100%.
It's weird. The whole thing's weird.
Jewish shopping carts, Ryan.
All right, so I go to Tops the other day. This is one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me, and it's going to sound like a silly thing, but this is what I talk about, like when we're gods on earth, and I feel like God sometimes, or just like super in tune with the universe. So I was with the kid, and Tops has like full-size shopping carts, and then they have like the half shopping carts. They're just
I'm a half
smaller.
shopping cart guy all day.
Dope.
Always.
Dope. So I'm there. It's like Sunday during like right after church or like early afternoon. So everybody's out, and all those carts are gone.
The halfsies.
Halfsies are gone. So I come in the one side and it has double entrance on both sides of the building. So I walk the length of the shopping carts. I walk every fucking row that's inside. None of them. My daughter's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I just really wanted those half shopping carts."
You want me to be honest? In that situation, I'm looking for baskets.
I hate the
fucking
I like the lean. I got the dad lean on. I get the dad lean in. I get the coffee. I walk extra slow. You know, like you test the wheels. You get them sideways.
Okay.
Oh, I dad it. I'm getting a car. I'm walking extra slow. Even though I'm the fastest walker in the family, I'm walking slow with the cart. I'm going to visualize. I stare at every person who walks by in case you're a top shooter.
I just do that to assert dominance, Ryan. It's my favorite.
I do that.
Still to this day, my favorite thing to do in public is stare down other men and watch them look away. Hilarious. I am an actual psychopath. It is hilarious to me though.
Probably. So I told the kid, man, she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I just really like those half shopping carts." She's like, "Well, yeah." She said something cute, positive. I was like, "Yeah, make the best of it or whatever." So I grabbed the shopping cart and I go over, and at Tops they have mini shopping carts for kids, and it says customer and training on there. It's real cute. My daughter's at the age she's kind of grown out of that shit, so I really try to just, if she wants to do the kid shit, it's kind of one of the last few times, so I make the best of it. I'm like, "Sure, baby, you go get it." So I dipped the cart off at like the easy scan because I had to walk whatever the 20 yards. I'm not bringing a cart with me to spin around. I'm not doing that at the end of the checkout. So she grabs the cart, and meanwhile, my uncle walks by, and he just happens to be there. We were at a family event over the weekend, so I saw him the next day. So it just was kind of funny, like, "Oh, long time no see," bullshit like that. When I get back to my cart, David, what is sitting right next to it? The half shopping cart. Just there.
There it is.
There. I was like, "Holy shit, dude. This is the greatest thing." So you don't know this part of the story. It's the greatest shit ever. This is the greatest shit ever. My daughter's like, "Oh my God." I was like, "Yeah, dude, God's good." I'm smiling, over shopping cart, right? So I didn't leave my cart there, the one I had. I went and put it back and came back. We did our shopping. I happened to see my buddy who happens to work at the store too, said hi to him, made my Polish sausage joke. Said hi to my uncle because he was getting shit, dude. We did all our shopping, this whole thing, okay? Whole thing. And all I bought was chocolate milk. Okay, that was it. We said hi, did all the shit, walked all around. I got just chocolate milk and we left. I forget what you said about the car. I think you told me to leave it because we don't need it.
Were you looking for more items?
No, we just went there for milk.
No, I told you I walked
a cart at all.
The lean on it.
Did you not catch the lean?
Bro, just grab
David, because listen, because I'm doing out here doing the Lord's work, David. Okay, I'm a shopping.
Who will wipe the blood off, Ryan?
I will, David. One shopping cart story at a time. So I fucking do all my navigation. We get out, dude. We're like there 20 minutes, and I think Sam told me, she's like, "Why don't
you just put it in her cart because it's the little one, so she could push it?"
Oh yeah. That's what it was. Told me put it in Melody's cart so she could push. I was like, no. Me and the shopping cart have been together. Like, we've been through stuff. I didn't tell Sam the story about me even finding this motherfucker.
Your pair bonding.
She just thinks, I jerked off right in the hole. It has so many holes, David, a new hole every
That's why the wheels don't work. Damn it, Ryan.
You imagine that thing with a load stuck in it, dude?
Holy fuck.
Talk about where the rubber meets the road, David.
Now, I know this sounds hypocritical. We were just making fun of that guy for talking about tranny suicide bombers. Read the room. We're not in Congress right now.
So I'm like, no. I slapped the side. I rubbed it. I was like, this shopping cart and I had been through stuff.
Said it was going to the cart.
I was like, I got to take care of this. I got to make sure, you know what I mean? Like, this shopping cart was given to me by God. I didn't say that, but I felt that. Okay? So I cash out, David, and I'm walking out. And the girls were finishing up talking to my uncle and stuff. So I walked the cart after we finished out, and I walked the cart, and I go over to where you put the cart back inside because I'm not going to walk it all the way outside. And there's a dude. The second he sees me, it was like we were like, fucking quantum physics aligned, David. This guy walked up to me and said, "Thank you so much for the shopping cart. Have an amazing rest of your day." Fucking, I single-handedly saved this guy. Single-handedly. I'm convinced I made his entire life.
He was you.
In the same predicament. Same predicament as I was 36 minutes before that. Like, fuck. These are the greatest shopping carts. I don't want this bulky thing.
36 minutes.
I'm here for fucking 2 things. You know, like, I don't need a lot. I want this little dope shopping cart. And you know what? Everybody's got them because they're sweet. I couldn't get rid of the shopping cart, David. I had to make sure it got to the next guy. So never underestimate the value of a Jewish shopping cart, especially because it was free $3.99, David. And as always, Dave Ryan, December 1773. Catch us on Rumble for the greatest podcast in human history until Elon steals my data. I know you're watching. As always, David, I appreciate you most for your time in your new studio with your fake-ass fireplace.
Maybe I'll light a fire.
I will have a tiki studio. I will have a tiki studio in the tiki bar, David. I will be sipping pina coladas and talking politics. I'll see you guys tomorrow. As always, Dave, appreciate you most for your time. I'll see you everybody tomorrow.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ryan.
Later, dude.